I'm Natasha Hilbers, and this is the She Served AU podcast. Trigger warning. This is a space where we name MST, military sexual trauma, SV, sexual violence, and DV, domestic violence. If any of these topics are triggering for you, please take time, find space, come back when you're ready, or not at all. But if you do need help, please do reach out to the following organisations: the Open Arms from Department of Veteran Affairs, Lifeline, or the amazing Anthena Project for Survivors. Their contact details are in the notes below. Also, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional landowners on which I live and are recording today, the Noongar people of the Wandari Nation, and I respectfully acknowledge the traditional landowners past, present and emerging. And I'd like to offer my respects by treading softly and listening deeply. So find a comfy spot, relax, and this is the She Served AU podcast, and I'm Natasha Hilbers. Hello and welcome. This is the She Served AU podcast. I'm Natasha Hilbers. This is episode 2, She Spoke in Silence. So today I'd like to welcome Melisa Western, an incredible artist and an amazing trauma-informed, trauma-aware coach, and to talk about our upcoming workshop for She Spoke in Silence. So today, welcome, Melisa.
Thanks, Natasha, for having me here. It is an absolute honour to be a part of this project, and thank you so much for that intro.
You're most welcome. So tell me a little bit about yourself. I'm very curious.
Well, I've been an artist most of my life. Also an interior designer. I've also was diagnosed with PTSD. Now, I started to do some courses just to do my own therapy in trauma. And I realised after using a different approach that I would like to take the word disorder out of PTSD. So let's not have any Ds. Because as I'm aware is trauma comes from within your nervous system. And it's something that the majority of beings have felt trauma at some stage of their life. Now, I see it as an adaptation, not a disorder, because we can heal. And through art, I find is an amazing way to express yourself without having to tell your story constantly and relive your trauma, which is what I've had to do over many months. It's easier to feel less pressured to get your feelings out, expressive. Now that can be through painting, sculpting, in all arts. You might want to express yourself through dance. You might want to express yourself through music. It's just a way of healing. So I see it as the 4 Fs. Okay, so there's fight. So this is our survival mode.
Yeah.
So there's fight, flight, freeze, fawn.
Yeah.
The most problem that people have with trauma is they don't do the full circle. So they come across, of course you've got to fight. That's a survival instinct. You fight. And then it's flight, so you run. Then all of a sudden you freeze because you just stop because that's just happened. Yeah. And that's where your trauma starts to, get within inside you, and, you might find it hard to breathe, think clearly. We don't often get to fawn. So we don't do a complete circle. So we're not healing. We need to fawn. Okay, so take, for instance, just an example. So there's a gazelle in the desert. There's a lion stalking the gazelle. The gazelle's just sitting there eating grass, as a gazelle does. Okay, the lion pounces. So of course it's fight mode, so then it runs around. Okay, so with the gazelle, it'll keep running until the lion tires out. Yes. That's its survival. Just keep running and tire out the lion. But then as soon as that lion's gone, the threat's gone, the gazelle will go straight back to eating grass again. It's gone. Mm-hmm. It's now fawn.
Yes.
So through art, I find it is one of the most, even if you've never picked up a paintbrush before,
Yeah.
or even a pencil, there is no rules to art. That is the beauty of it.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what you put on that canvas. The fact that you just pick up that paintbrush and put that paint on that canvas is the first step. And then you just feel it.
Yeah.
And it's like sculpturing. So, yeah, it's art is an amazing tool to have to help heal trauma.
That's incredible. Wow. Sorry, just you need sometimes take a moment to come to those thoughts. So what could participants expect when they come to the class? What's the feel? What's the expectation? And what will they leave with? Like, what is it? What do you have?
The first thing that needs to happen is for them to feel safe.
Yes.
Because that is the most important part of our lives, is to feel safe. So, some people might feel safe with a memory.
Yeah.
A memory of, maybe at their grandparents' house playing,
Yeah.
Or a song could make them feel safe. So the most important is that I make a safe space.
Wow. Yeah.
And the safe space is it's everyone who's there will feel it, because we've all been through trauma. And once there's an understanding that everyone there has gone through trauma, even myself and yourself,
Yes.
that, we come together, and it feels like you're part of a family. And it's a lot of fun. I make it a lot of fun.
You are a lot of fun.
I like to put music to art as well. So it's just making everyone feel calm. No one has to talk about their trauma if they don't want to. But if one does bring it up, I'm there to listen, and I'm there to talk through it with them as well. So they're more than happy to, if it's on their mind, something's bothering them, by all means, you can talk.
Wow.
I'm there to listen. If I just want them to be able to find that happy, safe place. Making the feeling of doing something yourself and accomplishing your own piece of artwork is amazing. Yeah. It makes you feel so much better in yourself. You walk out with a piece that you can be really proud of. And I'm there to help.
Yes.
I don't want anyone panicking. Everyone will leave with a finished piece of artwork.
Yeah.
I try not to touch anyone's canvases or sculpturing, but if they're there and they need my help, of course I will help them.
That's awesome.
But it's nice just to be in that atmosphere. You know, you can have a drink, a bite to eat, get up, move around, see what everyone else is doing. It's just a nice feeling to be around people that understand why sometimes you suffer anxiety, or sometimes you can't explain the words that they just don't come out right.
Yeah. And
it's okay to be angry. It's okay to feel angry. There's nothing wrong with feeling angry. It's healthy.
Yes.
It's like if, we've all got to be angry at sometimes, but it just means you're standing up for yourself.
Wow.
So no means no.
Yes, correct.
Don't be afraid to say no. It's most important. It's okay to be angry.
Wow.
It's not okay to put shame on yourself.
Yeah. And holding that space.
Very much so.
What do you think about the initiative of She Spoke in Silence? How do you see this fitting into the veteran community? Do you see value for it?
Oh, I see a lot of value for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been in military. I could only imagine.
Yeah.
What you must see and do and experience, in the army, in the navy, even the police force, anything to do, there's so much, they would see so much and witness so many awful, horrific things.
Yes.
Which, of course, is traumatic. So I believe that if anyone is going to get a lot out of this, it's going to be ones who have not just suffered one little bit of trauma, but have seen a lot of trauma and have felt a lot of trauma within themselves. I just see it as just a great benefit, like just for them personally,
Yeah.
just to, instead of, as you say, she spoke in silence.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're trying to achieve. That you can still express yourself. You can show how angry you are or how upset you are or, how you're feeling right now through the art.
Yes.
And you take that with you.
Yes. My really heartfelt perspective on all of this is around how, like, a picture paints 1,000 words, but to be able to take an emotion and put it outside of myself, to be able to say, this felt terrible, and there's a lot of other very cautious words I might not say right now, but this felt terrible, and to put it into clay and to give that emotion and physically put it out of my hands into something else is profound. And like sculpting, I personally have found so therapeutic, but you've captured it in its essence that, we have these things inside us, and then the ability to take it outside of us is profound. And like, I'm just so excited to be sharing this. I'm excited to be sharing our artist in residence, Melisa Western, in the She Spoke in Silence project under the She Served AU umbrella. It's exciting. So the first She Spoke in Silence class is coming up, and Melisa is the amazing artist in residence for this project, and we're hoping to have many more. The dates and times will be in the notes below, but for now, I cannot thank Melisa Western enough, and her amazing experience and abilities to bring this to fruition. So, are there any last words, Melisa, that you'd like to share before we close out?
I would like to say thank you so much for your initiative, for what you are doing. And to bring me on board is an absolute honour.
Thank you.
I couldn't think of a better project to be a part of.
Oh,
thank you.
You're most welcome. I couldn't think of a better artist, to be honest. I'm so excited. And again, if any of these topics have brought up distress feelings, please reach out. There's a list of service providers, but the main one that I advocate for is the Anthena Project Australia. Their contact details will be in the notes below. Today has been a heavy topic, but I just want to let people listening today to know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and there's projects out there that can help, and that you're not alone. Thank you for listening today. This is Natasha Hilbers of the She Served AU podcast. This is episode 2, She Spoke in Silence. And stay safe and forge on.